All right. This is just an update of how the differences are between the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's and those new Pirelli Scorpion Zero AS Plus 3s. Again, I did a last video that some people have comments or whatever and talked about what I do or don't know, but this is just, if you want to know facts or anything, just go online, look at the website of these companies' tires. If you ask me, then you're expecting me to know something, and then you ridicule me, then that's whatever. You can just go to another YouTuber or someone like that to get some information. But just want to do a comparison between the Vosins that we have here for our GLC and the stock ones, and it's night and day again. Like some people say, they rather have ride comfort, but then at the same time, I don't think you would own an AMG 63 then if you wanted ride comfort. Our comfort is feeling secure on the road from our three elements: handling, braking, acceleration. Acceleration is last, but we do incorporate that as part of our theory with driving a daily driving car. Does it handle well? Does it brake well? And then does it accelerate? Because my better half needs those elements in there to feel safe and secure. And of course, everyone has different levels of that and what you can afford and what you can do. But these tires right here, like I said, these are very comfortable tires for your AMG to put on the stock cars. They're not high performance or anything. They're more all season than anything. And the sidewalls are quite a bit softer, and they even bubble a little bit. These are 265s. That's each, you can see here, 45, the stock ones. And then the ones we have on the front here are, if you've seen our video before, 275s and 21s. So the profile is a little bit more lower, but these are on high performance, as people would know, high performance street tires. A lot more stiffer sidewall, but it's still very soft in material. That's what's interesting. It's like this compound and this compound, this feels like a softer rubber. You can poke at it, you can feel it, you can feel the difference, but you can tell this sidewall is a lot more harder than this side. So the top tread's softer, sidewall stiffer. This tread is a little harder for longer life, and then the sidewall is softer. So does that affect the handling? Well, in this comparison of two different sizes, it does. Perhaps if I put these Michelin Pilot Sport S's onto the factory stock one with the factory sidewall height, who knows, I would get probably significantly better handling, a little stiffer sidewall, but road ride maybe not as compromised as much. But this absolutely wakes up the GLC. The ride, yes, is more bumpier, as some would say, but it's controlled bumpy, and it's infinitely better handling. This thing, I'm leaving the line and I'm constantly, like, accidentally, especially if it's wet ground, spinning the tires a little bit as I take off, doing a turn. If you're into the gas, even half throttle, that's the difference. Now, the stock tires that we had on there were a little bit better than that because they were performance Continental Conti Extreme contact tires, and they were performance tires on the factory rims to match the GLC. But this is even better than the ones that were on it before. But in terms of life and everything, it's been going pretty well. It's been wearing evenly. Even there's a slight camber in the GLC naturally. It doesn't seem to be affecting it. So that's kind of good to know. And we do have the Rentec lowering modular, so you can adjust the lowering and stuff, but it doesn't adjust the caster or camber. So anyways, that was just an update, or like a comparison of another set of tires that I believe I have done before. But this is after I've driven this for a few thousand miles already, and the ride is definitely much more compliant. But when you go around the corners, I would not trust these on an AMG. The suspension is designed for more high performance tires. It overwhelms these tires. The power overwhelms these tires. The handling, the suspension on this GLC overwhelms these tires. So if you're gonna have these kind of tires and choose comfort, then you might as well not have a 63. You might as well get down to like a 53 or 43 or whatever, or a 300, if you just count on ride quality of ride comfort. These aren't bad at all in terms of it. If you're a performance driver like my wife and I are, we drive cars with high performance tires all the time, and these are very compliant. They are a little numb though. They in the steering, it feels a little numb when you're going around the corner compared to what we have on the Bridgestone Potenza Sports. They give you a little bit more road feel when you're ripping into the corners, but these have a little bit more grip, that's for sure. They just simply are wider, by the way, too, when you measure it out. The 275s on a Michelin Pilot Sport is different than other factories' 275s. They're simply wider because there is no standard that they really follow, and these are wider 275s than another set of 275s, as you can see on their website. I'm just saying whatever, but you can look it up. Anyways, for anyone that was interested, that's my update. There's like 10,000 miles on these tires so far. I don't know how good that looks here, and there is a camber to it, so camber on the wheels, so not bad. Definitely wouldn't affect these high performance all season tires, all seasons. Yeah, these are definitely new. These are our newest tires, so there you go. I don't know if anyone wants to see any information on here. You got your tread wear, traction A, temperature A, the good stuff. Sport 4S, the loads. There you go. Some of the dates. Some performance. There's your dates right there. Also, on top of that, if whoever knows, in general, high performance tires last a lot longer in terms of storage than an all season performance tire, because again, the rubber compound, as you wouldn't know if you don't know, it's it sucks more oxygen, so they dry out. Like these tires right here will last 5 years, 6 years most if you use them, because the sidewall will crack eventually. But the performance tires have a different compound. They'll last 10 plus years, so you can store and use, take them off, whatever, for the track. I think last time someone wanted to see the information on the car tires, so you can pause the video. You can see the tread wear count is 600 AA, temperature A, so that's see, it says mud and stow right here, so definitely all season. They do make high performance all season, so there you go. All right, hope that was informational.